Hello my Virgo friends, and welcome to your October 2016 Intuitive Tarot reading, and welcome to my channel Sunshine Intuitive Readings. I do have to make an apology to those of you who were watching me earlier this year, as I did take a little bit of a break, as I'm sure you noticed, and for lack of a long-winded description, I will just say that the universe was teaching me some lessons, and it was time to take a time out for me. But I am back now and happy to be so, and very excited to be doing these readings again for all of you. So thank you for your patience, and thank you for joining again. These are general readings. If you do wish to have a personal reading, I invite you to request one. I only accept requests for personal readings by email, and my email address is in the description below. There is also an address to my Facebook page, which I have just started this month. I'm trying to expand my digital presence. So please check that out as well, and like and subscribe and share. So with all of that being said, let's get into the reading for Virgo for October 2016. Now I am doing a different reading, or a different spread, than I've been doing in the past. It's a little bit longer, but I definitely am enjoying it a lot. So I hope you do too. I hope you do too. Let's take a peek. October 2016, Virgo. So we start off with the position of fire, which is your action card. This could be your creative forces, your wills, your ambitions. You have the Four of Swords this month in this position, which tells me, Virgo, that you may be taking some time out to pause and reflect. You may not be busy this month, Virgo, doing things. You may be busy thinking, planning out your next strategy, your next journey, but I definitely don't see you being the mover and shaker this month, which is fine, because everybody needs to take stock of things and where they are headed. So I don't see you moving around, but rather thinking. Now, in the position of air, which is your mental energies, your current strategies, your thoughts concerning your goals, you have the King of Cups. Now, this is quite interesting, because this could be actually a person who has given you advice. It would be a water sign, potentially, male or female, but somebody has given you advice. The King of Cups is an individual of sure-footedness, wisdom. They've been through a lot, they've learned a lot, and I see that they have given you advice, or they might be giving you advice during the month of October that you will be thinking a lot about, hence potentially while you are taking some time out to actually think about your next move. And again, where these are general readings, this can apply to personal, love, or business, and it will resonate with each one of you differently. In the position of water, which represents your emotions, I see here that you have the Eight of Wands. I think that this month you will be getting a lot of, these are the messages of love, I always say. This is what it always reminds me of, the arrows, Cupid's arrows shooting. You may have a lot of admirers this month, Virgo, or you will have a lot of support and love coming your way, where people are sending you messages, and it'll be a busy month that way, very positive, and I think you'll be feeling very fulfilled emotionally this month because of those relationships, or because of what is coming in, the potential of what is coming in with potentially a new love relationship. Here in the position of Earth, which represents your material items, and this does not always mean money. It can, but it doesn't always mean money. It really speaks to the things that are around you in your everyday life, the things and the people that help you cope with your everyday life. You have the King of Swords in reverse. Now, in an upright position, I see this as an individual, again, with a lot of experience, The Swords, though, it could be an air sign, male or female. The Swords is a very swift, decisive action that people take to achieve a goal, and that's whenever I see the King of Swords, I always think it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad decision or a bad action, but it's just done very quickly, to the point. Here's what we need to do, let's get it done, and it's done. In a reverse position, I see that this energy, which speaks to over here, you are slowly getting things done this month. You're more methodical, and you're thinking about things more. Now in this position here, this speaks to what drives you into your new directions. And here we have the Seven of Swords. Now this is interesting, Virgo, because I look at this as potentially, you know, something or someone has made you feel that potentially, you know, you were going so fast, you weren't even looking, and look, I got this away from you. Which might be the reason why you are slowing down to think things through during the month of October. I feel that something has happened or something will happen where you feel like you've lost something. I don't see it as anything that's going to upset you too much, but you're gonna it's gonna want to make you pause and think, gee, if it was that easy to do that to me and I didn't even see it coming, what else am I doing that I'm laying the foundation for other things to happen similar to that, but maybe on a bigger scale? So I see you kind of having that light bulb moment this month, Virgo, where it's like, oh, you know what, I need to slow down a bit and make sure when I'm doing things that I'm doing them for what's in my best interest, not just when I'm doing them, but as I move forward, right? Now in the core of the reading, which represents what helps you maintain your balanced and your healthy lifestyle, that mental well-being, you have the Hermit in reverse. In an upright position, and again, this is another great card of wisdom, of learning. So, and the Hermit is someone who has a lot of learnings under their belt, and I feel that this month you're realizing, because of an action that has happened, that you do have to take the guidance that is being shared with you to learn how to protect yourself a little bit more in some of these situations. And again, where it's general, I mean, this could be, you know, online password was stolen, this could be a variety of things, and this will apply to each one of you differently. But I just see that something has escaped you that you did not see coming. I don't see it of anything of great importance, but I think it makes you realize that it could have been, that you were very lucky, that it wasn't on a greater scale, and that maybe you need to rethink how you're doing something so it doesn't happen on a greater scale as we move forward. Now, the things that need to go, this is the card that represents that, to help you attain your goals, to help you get to your aspirations. We have the Devil, and the Devil in an upright position speaks to me of, you know, those shackles and chains. You're stuck to an old method per se of doing things, and that's saying, you know, this has to go this month, and maybe it's time that you start looking at new ways of doing things to safeguard yourself and to make sure that everything is flowing in your best interests. The Devil I also look at as a change card, because after you get through whatever it is, you know, that you need to release, a change will come. Now in this position here, I love this card because this is the card, this is the message from the universe speaking to you and guiding you to your fulfillment. This is the Justice card. So again, this speaks to the universe showing you that something has happened. I feel that it has turned out in your favor. So like I said, you know, I don't think it's of anything that will cause you great upset, but I think you do realize it could have gone the other way quite easily. and you now see these loopholes, and you're thinking about, okay, what do I need to do so this doesn't potentially happen again? This card right here speaks to, you know, what has made the universe, why is the universe reacting in this way, giving you this lesson of justice. And here we have the Sun, which is a beautiful card. I honestly think it's one of the luckiest cards in the whole deck. And, you know, potentially what could have been happening here, Virgo, is you were going along fancy foot and carefree. Life was grand, you're enjoying the sunshine. Sometimes with that childlike feel, and sometimes with that childlike feel, we don't always put our guard up, and we try to see the best in people and in situations. And sometimes there are people out there that take advantage of that, and I see that that is what has happened. And you're now saying, okay, you know, we're not going to go through that one again. Now, this is the 10th card of the reading, which really could be the last card of the first card of the reading. And it really speaks to the foundation of the entire spread. And here you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Two of Pentacles in an upright position speaks to, you know, juggling a couple things, trying to make some decisions on a few things. Should I go? Should I stay? In reverse, it really speaks to, you know, you have to make a decision, and I think you know what path you need to go on. I think you know, I think you've made that decision, or you will be making that decision during the month of October as to what you need to tidy up, so to speak, to make sure that situations like this do not unfold again, or as close to the... I feel like you're really going to feel like you've got away with something a lot better than it could have turned out this month, Virgo. I think you're going to think, wow, that was a close call this month. Now, there was cards that popped out while I was shuffling the deck. 3 cards that popped out while I was shuffling the deck, which is interesting. So this right here is the High Priestess in reverse. So in an upright position, again, this speaks to, you know, potentially secrets coming out. We've got the Moon there. But it does speak to the righteousness and the fairness, but it's in a reverse position. So again, as a general energy, I think you're seeing how easily things can flip in balance this month. Now, here you have the King of Wands. Now, this could be a person, this could be a male or female, potentially fire sign, who has played a part in this. Maybe it's this individual who has been trying to hoodwink you or was involved with this. And this right here is the Knight of Swords. Again, and this is interesting, in an upright position, the Knight of Swords speaks to something, an action happening very quickly. So you go in, you do something, and you're done. In a reverse position, this is the message that we need to slow down. Maybe you were used to, okay, I'm going to go in, I'm going to get this done, what's next, and check it off my list. This situation that has happened or will happen in October is showing you that sometimes getting things done quickly doesn't always mean it's the best way. Sometimes it exposes you to the potential of loss. Now, with all of that being said, Virgo, I see that you are handling whatever this situation is quite well. You do have support around you. And overall, from an emotional standpoint, you are quite happy because you know you have a lot. I mean, there's 8 arrows there. That's a lot of support coming into you. So I feel that whatever this situation is that's happening for you this month, you are handling this like a pro. Now, my 2 bonus cards for anybody who watches my readings, I always like to have those 2 bonus cards that again reinforces the general energies. Now here we pulled the Page of Cups. And the pages are the dudes that carry the news, and this is a message of love, Virgo. So again, you may have some love action going on this month. It could be new love because it is a message. It's news of somebody potentially being interested in you, and you're quite happy about that. And in addition, we have here the Eight of Swords in reverse. Now, in an upright position, this speaks to someone who does not see the whole state of the matter. You are seeing things very clearly this month, Virgo. This card is in reverse, which tells me that, you know, you are seeing things for what they are. You're seeing people for who they are this month, and you are now taking steps to ensure that whatever actions you take going forward are for you and your better good and your higher good. So overall, Virgo, this looks like an amazing month for you. It looks like it's a transformational month for you, which is always a good thing, with the potential of a new suitor knocking at your doorstep. So that's exciting too. So with all of that being said, I wish you the best of luck for the month of October. Keep your head up, keep smiling, and enjoy the sunshine.